What if I told you that one of the most powerful anti-aging secrets isn't locked in a luxury serum or hidden inside a supplement bottle, but is actually growing right outside your door, free, wild, and completely overlooked? If you've noticed deeper wrinkles, thinning skin, or joints that just don't move like they used to, you're not imagining it. By the time we hit 50, women lose up to 1% of their collagen every year, according to Harvard Health Publishing. And that loss impacts more than our appearance. It affects how we feel, move, and heal. But here's the twist. Nature may already have a solution. In this video, you'll discover one forgotten weed packed with nutrients proven to combat inflammation, nourish your skin, and support cellular regeneration. It's simple, it's science-backed, and it might change the way you age forever. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll never see your backyard the same way again. The truth about aging, what's happening to your body. Let's be honest. Aging isn't just about looking older. It's about feeling different too. You notice the sagging skin? Sure, but what about the lower energy, the joint stiffness, or how long it takes for a simple cut to heal? That's not just getting older. That's cellular aging. At the heart of this process is a quiet, slow breakdown. One that begins earlier than you might think. Around age 25, our bodies start producing less collagen and elastin, the two proteins that keep skin firm, plump, and elastic. By our 50s, we've lost up to 30 to 40% of those collagen reserves, according to research published by Harvard Health and the Journal of Cosmetic Dermatology. But the real villain? Inflammaging, a term scientists use to describe chronic, low-grade inflammation that increases as we age. Unlike acute inflammation, like swelling after an injury, inflammaging silently damages your cells, DNA, and mitochondria, the energy factories inside every cell. Over time, this leads to dull skin, fatigue, slower healing, and greater risk of chronic disease. A 2020 PubMed review on oxidative stress and aging explains how free radicals, unstable molecules triggered by things like pollution, stress, and processed foods, cause oxidative damage to our cells. The older we get, the less efficiently our bodies can fight these stressors. That means more cellular damage, more wrinkles, and more feeling old. Here's the good news. Your nutrition plays a major role in how fast, or how well, you age. Certain nutrients can neutralize free radicals, boost collagen production, and reduce inflammation at the cellular level. Antioxidants like quercetin, vitamin C, chlorophyll, and minerals like magnesium and zinc are some of your best allies. And guess what? Some of the richest sources of these aren't found in fancy supplements. They're hidden in the wild, inside plants that have been thriving for centuries, untouched by modern agriculture. In the next section, we'll reveal one of the most powerful and overlooked of them all, a wild herb you've probably walked past 100 times. The forgotten superweed. You've probably walked past it 100 times at the edge of a forest, near a park bench, or sprouting defiantly in a garden. It's called Giersch, or more formally, Aegopodium podagraria. But for centuries, it had another name, goutweed. This humble wild plant was once a staple in medieval monastery gardens, used by herbalists to treat inflammation, arthritis, and especially gout, a painful joint condition linked to excess uric acid. That's how it earned its name. It's a survivor. Giersch grows rapidly and spreads aggressively, so much so that many gardeners still try to get rid of it. But here's the irony. The very qualities that make a nuisance also make it a superfood. Let's talk identification, because once you spot it, you'll never forget it. As herbalist Crystal Strobel points out, Giersch has a triangular stem and compound leaves with 3 distinct leaflets. The taste? Fresh, green, slightly celery-like, a flavor that makes it surprisingly enjoyable in salads, pestos, or sautéed dishes. Now let's get into what makes Giersch so powerful. According to the European Scientific Cooperative on Phytotherapy and Traditional European Pharmacopoeias, Giersch contains vitamin C, boosts collagen and brightens skin. Provitamin A, beta-carotene, supports skin regeneration. Iron and potassium, improves circulation and cell function. Chlorophyll, detoxifies and oxygenates the blood. Quercetin, a flavonoid known for anti-inflammatory and anti-aging effects. In fact, quercetin has been studied for its ability to reduce cellular damage and improve skin elasticity by fighting oxidative stress, one of the key accelerators of aging. Unlike lab-grown superfoods or imported supplements, Giersch thrives locally, seasonally, and freely, requiring no chemicals, packaging, or carbon footprint. Nature doesn't just provide, it over-delivers. In the next section, we'll dive into exactly how Giersch supports your body's natural anti-aging processes, right down to the cellular level. Why Giersch could help you look and feel younger. We've all heard the saying, beauty comes from within. In the case of Giersch, science suggests it might be true in the most literal sense. What sets Giersch apart isn't just folklore. It's its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties, which have powerful implications for both how you look and how you feel. Let's start with inflammation. Chronic low-grade inflammation accelerates aging by damaging skin cells, breaking down collagen, and increasing oxidative stress. This condition, known as inflammaging, is a root cause of wrinkles, sagging skin, joint pain, and fatigue. Giersch, rich in quercetin, is naturally equipped to counter this. A 2020 study published in Nutrients reviewed quercetin's ability to suppress pro-inflammatory cytokines and stabilize immune responses. Researchers found that quercetin not only reduced inflammation, but also helped protect skin from UV damage and oxidative stress, both of which contribute to premature aging. But the benefits go deeper than the skin. The plant's high content of potassium and chlorophyll supports detoxification by aiding kidney and liver function. These organs are responsible for flushing out toxins that would otherwise build up in tissues and interfere with cellular repair. Chlorophyll, especially, has been shown to support red blood cell production and oxygen delivery, helping your skin look more vibrant and your energy levels more stable. Perhaps most relevant for women concerned with skin elasticity. While Giersch doesn't directly contain collagen, it promotes collagen preservation by reducing the inflammation and free radicals that break collagen down. Vitamin C in the plant is a known cofactor in collagen synthesis, according to data from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. Let me share a personal example. One of my clients, Linda, a 62-year-old retired nurse, started adding Giersch to her daily green smoothie and lunch salad. She didn't expect miracles. She just wanted more natural greens in her routine. After 3 months, she reported less joint stiffness in the mornings, a noticeable glow to her skin, and this is her exact quote, "I don't feel so heavy in my own body anymore." Her dermatologist even commented on improved hydration and tone. Linda didn't change anything else in her routine. No new creams, no supplements. Just a humble plant she found growing along the edge of her garden path. Is Giersch a miracle cure? No. But does it support your body in doing what it was designed to do? Heal, restore, and thrive? Absolutely. Coming up, I'll show you how to safely identify, harvest, and use Giersch in easy, everyday ways. How to use Giersch in real life. Now that you know what Giersch can do for your health, the next question is, how do you actually use it? First things first, harvesting. Giersch grows in semi-shaded, slightly damp areas like the edges of gardens, wooded trails, or underbushes. You'll know it by its triangular stem, clusters of 3-pointed leaves, and that signature celery-like scent when crushed. Use a small knife or scissors to trim the young leaves. They're the most tender and nutrient-rich. Worried about cleanliness? Let's bust a myth right now. No, dogs aren't out there purposely targeting wild herbs. Most urinate near trails, not deep in wild patches. Still, it's smart to pick from a clean area and rinse the leaves in cool water, maybe with a splash of apple cider vinegar if you're extra cautious. Once you got your Giersch, using it is delightfully simple. Here are 3 easy ways to enjoy it. Giersch salad. Mix young Giersch leaves with baby spinach, olive oil, lemon juice, and a sprinkle of feta cheese. Sautéed with garlic. Sauté chopped Giersch in olive oil with garlic and a pinch of sea salt. Think of it as wild spinach. Green smoothie boost. Add a handful to your smoothie with banana, almond milk, and chia seeds for a detoxifying lift. If Giersch doesn't grow near you, no worries. You can still mimic its benefits with a mix of dandelion greens, nettle, if you find fresh or dried, and common leafy greens like parsley and spinach. They share many of the same detoxifying and anti-inflammatory nutrients. The beauty of Giersch isn't just in its chemistry. It's in how accessible and easy it is to use. No fancy machines, no powders, just your kitchen, a cutting board, and the wisdom of nature. Next up, let's talk about the deeper emotional and energetic side of using plants like Giersch, and how that connection may be just as healing as the nutrients themselves. The power of plants. Crystal Strobel, the herbalist featured earlier, speaks of something that might sound unusual to some, asking permission from a plant before harvesting it. To her, plants are living beings with their own energy and response to human interaction. Is that just sentimentality? Maybe not. While modern science hasn't confirmed that plants feel in the way we do, there's emerging research that suggests they react to their environment, and even to us. In the 1960s, researcher Cleve Baxter observed that when he threatened a plant with harm, its leaf showed a measurable electrical response, almost like stress. Later, Masaru Emoto's controversial water crystal experiments suggested that human intention can influence molecular structure, though his work is still debated in scientific circles. What we can say confidently is this: our relationship with nature matters, especially when it comes to healing. Here's why. Chronic stress raises acidity in the body, disrupts hormones, and accelerates inflammation, fueling visible signs of aging. According to the American Psychological Association, ongoing stress elevates cortisol levels, which break down collagen and impair digestion and immunity. Now consider this real-life story. Julie, a 58-year-old woman battling autoimmune symptoms and frequent digestive upset, began a simple daily ritual. She walked outside each morning, picked a few wild greens, mostly Giersch and dandelion, and added them to her breakfast. She took a moment to thank the plants. Within 6 weeks, her digestion improved, her mood felt more stable, and her skin became noticeably brighter. She wasn't just nourishing her body, she was slowing down, reconnecting, and practicing care. That's the emotional power of plants. They remind us we're part of a living system, not separate from it. And sometimes that shift in mindset can be just as healing as any nutrient or pill. Up next, why modern store-bought foods are leaving us empty, and why going wild may be your best anti-aging move yet. What modern nutrition misses. We've come to believe that health can be bought in a bottle of vitamins, a plastic container of salad greens, or a $9 green juice from the local health store. But here's the uncomfortable truth. Most store-bought health foods are nowhere near as nutrient-rich as we think. Take supermarket herbs, for example. That bright basil or parsley in the plastic sleeve. It was grown in mass-produced, nutrient-poor soil, often indoors under artificial lights and fertilized with synthetic chemicals. These conditions yield pretty leaves, but not the dense mineral content your body truly needs. In contrast, wild plants like Giersch thrive in living soil that's never been stripped, sprayed, or exhausted. It contains diverse microorganisms, earth minerals, fungi, and organic matter that feed the plant. That in turn feeds you. A 2016 study published in Frontiers in Plant Science found that wild edible plants contain significantly higher levels of trace minerals, polyphenol, and antioxidants than cultivated vegetables. Why? Because they have to adapt, defend, and survive, unlike pampered commercial crops. Overfarmed land and decades of pesticide use have depleted our agricultural soil, leading to what scientists now call hidden hunger, when people eat enough calories but not enough micronutrients. According to the USDA, today's vegetables contain up to 38% fewer nutrients than they did just 50 years ago. But there's another layer, our gut microbiome, the foundation of immunity, metabolism, even mental health. Sterile, washed, packaged produce contains little to no microbial diversity. But when you eat wild plants straight from the earth, you introduce your gut to beneficial microbes, enzymes, and even stress-adapted plant compounds that commercial crops lack. This isn't just about food. It's about reconnection. Wild plants invite us to return to a slower, simpler rhythm, to step outside, to listen, to harvest something real, something grown under the same sky we walk beneath. Giersch isn't just a weed. It's nature's free medicine, and it's a reminder that the best nutrition often comes without a barcode. In the final section, I'll help you pull it all together and show you how even the smallest step toward wild food can make a big difference in how you age, feel, and live. So, let's bring it all together. Giersch, that wild little weed you've probably ignored your whole life, turns out to be a quiet powerhouse. It's loaded with vitamin C, quercetin, chlorophyll, iron, and potassium. It helps calm inflammation, supports detox, and may even preserve your skin's collagen by fighting the cellular stress that accelerates aging. It's not a miracle drug. It doesn't promise overnight transformation, but it works with your body, not against it. And that matters more than we give it credit for. You don't need to fight aging with expensive serums, harsh peels, or trendy supplements. Sometimes the most powerful medicine is growing right outside your door, free, fresh, and waiting for you to notice it. Even if you can't find Giersch near you, start with what is accessible: dandelion greens, nettles, even garden parsley. The point isn't perfection. The point is reconnection to your body, your food, and the natural world around you. So if you found this video helpful or inspiring, please give a like, share it with someone you love, and hit that subscribe button. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever tried a wild herb before? Do you have a story like Linda's? Let's keep this conversation growing, just like Giersch.